Well, the MCU debuted another teaser trailer, what have you, for the Eternals. And, I'm not going to show it here. I don't do that. But a lot of people saw it. You probably did too, but you probably don't remember it because it was that boring. But there's a problem. There's a problem with it. And some people noticed that. So here, Bounding into Comics, gee, why is Spider-Man here? Oh, well, remember why he faded away? Yeah, that's right. Thanos. A massive disaster that happened to the MCU. I mean, the whole damn universe, half of its population was wiped out by this guy. And where the hell were you? These godlike beings. Yes, in the trailer, Salma Hayek's Ajak, a gender-swapped character. Love Salma Hayek, but couldn't she have been one of the female characters? Anyway, it says, we have watched and guided. We have helped them progress and seen them accomplish wonders. Throughout the years, we have never interfered. Until now. So, now, there may be an explanation. I suppose there could have been this idea that they were, I don't know, frozen or something. There was this element in the original comics, not all of them, but one of them, they were awaiting the return of the Celestials and that sort of thing. And I suppose they could rewrite it to where all of them went into deep freeze or cryogenically froze themselves or what have you. I don't know. Or they went away. They went into outer space and stuff. Actually, if I recall, I think Thanos is like a descendant of the Eternals. But anyway, that was something that they could have done to have an explanation for this. But just on the face of it, this is really stupid. Eternals is looking a lot like just a slap job thing. The rumor was that this was in response to DC announcing their plans for the New Gods movie, and they got their diversity hire and Ava DuVernay to do it, and it was sounding like garbage. But fortunately, Warner Brothers suddenly did a smart thing, which is rare for them. They canceled it. Meanwhile, full steam ahead with the Eternals, and so now they're kind of stuck with this thing. And to outdo DC, they didn't just hire a Chinese director for it. They race swapped and gender swapped quite a few of the characters. They were going out of their way to talk about this character being gay, I believe, Fastos, which, simple enough. I didn't really have that big of a problem with it because I haven't read all of the Eternal stories, but I don't recall him having any kind of romantic storyline. So it's kind of a blank space. So he was gay. so all right, unless he did, and you can correct me in the comments below. So no, there was a story. He had a wife or something, and I was like, oh, did he? But anyway. No sign of the deviants in it in the trailer. That's their ultimate enemies. But it's a big plot hole. And it looks like they're in contemporary times. It shows the trailer how they've been around forever and helping out early civilization and humanity and whatnot. But all of our achievements is because of them. We didn't do it. That sort of thing. Ancient alien types. So they're not aliens, though. They're human beings who were advanced by the experiments of the Celestials. So anyway, but they really haven't laid the ground, for the most part, about that whole story, which they should have done. In the earlier Marvel movies, the Celestials have been mentioned. You saw it mostly in Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that, but that's about it. And so I'm seeing nothing but slap job and probably a very stupid movie where all they want to talk about is the race and gender and sexuality of the characters, and that's it. They don't really go into anything else about it, which is always a bad sign. That PC politics is used as a shield for it, so that if you criticize the film, then you're you're I don't know, misogynist, racist, homophobe, something. Pick one, pick them all. It doesn't matter. That'll be the explanation for anybody having a problem with it. Round and round we go, wrench, lather, repeat. So yes, they go through a list here in the article of sweets, and of course, first right off the bat, okay, Thanos wipes out half the Earth. The Eternals, we missed that part where it's our problem. Yeah, it's not a good look, is it? And it's not just that. There's the first Avengers movie where the Earth is invaded and New York's attacked, and it's like, well, where were you? That's a problem that creeps up too. Why didn't the Wakandans join that fight? And stuff like that. At least in Endgame, they showed where the Ancient One was actually involved in the fighting. You just didn't see her at the time, and that sort of thing. But this also reminds me of a problem the DCEU has had with Wonder Woman. There's been no attempt at explaining where she was when the Kryptonians invaded Earth in Man of Steel. It's like, why did she just sit there? It says, well, she was still depressed 100 years later over Steve Trevor and vowed never to interfere with mankind again. Even to the point of destroying the entire planet. The Kryptonians were going to wipe out all of humanity so they could turn Earth into new Krypton, And she just, Superman's got it, I didn't even know who he was, and so but then Doomsday shows up in Batman vs. Superman and she decides, all right, I'm going to break out the old Wonder Woman suit. Then 84 comes along and she's just, she's keeping her existence secret, but no attempt whatsoever to deal with that. And you made the decision that it's a shared universe, and once you do that, I don't care how much whininess happens around this is my movie and my vision and all that, and yeah, but it's within this world. It's got to fit. You can't interfere with what's already been established, and it's too hard. Well, then you're not the one for this job. That's how it should be, but no one seems to care. So like I said, like in Endgame, they tossed in the Ancient One, but there's still a lot of things with the Wakandans not any. It seems like they would have done something. Here you have the Eternals, who are godlike beings, who are immortal, been here forever, and they sit it out. Yeah, I don't think so. So there has to be something, hopefully more than just some dumb little line they were on vacation or some crap. And of course, at the end, they throw in a little joke about it. Icarus here. I know it's Icarus, but from the comic book, I got it that it's supposed to be pronounced Icarus because his civilian name is Ike Harris. Get it? But anyway, he says, "Oh, well, I could lead the Avengers," and they all laugh at him. It's supposed to be funny. I don't know, but I guess it really is funny because they're like, "We don't ever do anything." The whole universe got wiped out, and we didn't do jack squat. So you can't lead the Avengers, and they'd be right. Yeah. So there you are. So yeah, hopefully there's some attempt at fixing that, but probably not, or it'll be a very weak attempt. I have no hope for this film. And funny enough, they went out of their way to make sure they had a diversity hire to be the director. And she's Chinese and everything, but she's a big critic of the Chinese government. So now the movie's in danger of being banned from China. Because, you see, when you go the SJW route and what have you, and you virtue signal and whatnot, it's all extremely superficial. And they judged her completely on her ethnicity, rather than her talent and merits and the ability to produce a superhero movie. Maybe she can. Maybe it'll be great. Fine. But it just goes to show you that's how this idea that Disney or Marvel is going to lecture anybody on race and whatnot is ludicrous, because it's all for the superficial value. They don't really care. So good on her for standing up to the Chinese government, but really stupid for Disney, because they just want to, they're trying to cater to them all the time, even to the point of taking black people off of their posters for Star Wars and Black Panther movies. Yeah, they're in no position to lecture anybody on any of this, which is why they should just go back to just doing basic entertaining movies. You know, like Zack Snyder's Justice League, 'cause it's a big hit over in China. It just tells a superhero adventure story. That's all. You might want to just do that, because, again, Disney, you're in no position to lecture anybody on anything, really. So just entertain, you know? Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness, so many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.